starting. Okay, so I got my photos organized-ish, and you know, it actually, where to start was pretty simple. I mean, because this album is going, or journal, whatever, it's 8:30, is going to be about me, my younger me. And so, you know, you start with the baby pictures, right? So that's really simple. And so I can't get started. I have my glues, I have my journal, I have my photos, I have it all ready to go. I did glue the first page together because one side has lines on it and one side had the grid on it, and so I don't know why that bothered me, but I figured, okay, I'll start with that. That'll work. That'll get me started. And then, of course, you skip the first spread because you're going to do something artsy crafty there. So that was a pretty easy decision to make. And then I opened the book and I flattened it out and went, ah, what do I do? Because here's kind of what happened. Okay, I gotta. We'll just use these photos as an example. Okay, so a lot of the photos that I have won't have a story with them because I don't know the story, and so I don't have anything to write about them. They're just going to be the photos. So this is what I ran into. So is that what I do? Because I don't want to overcomplicate this. I mean, my fauxbonichi is crazy decorated. Like every single page is some kind of splash of color, you know, and that kind of stuff. And I was afraid that if I went that route, that I would not the important stuff wouldn't hit the page. Makes sense? It would be like all about the decorations and not about the story. And again, I was just like, you know, this is just I just want to get them out of the box and onto the page and be done. Well, then I did this and I thought, okay, well, I could just glue this down and that would be fine. And, I mean, the front of the journal, I'm going to do some kind of opening page. This is me. It's not going to say that, I hope, because that's terrible. But, you know, to explain, you know, I was born, where I was born, what I remember, not of being born, obviously, but you know what I mean. And any little tidbits of me. I'm gonna put I have a birth certificate and that kind of stuff, obviously. It's really early in the morning and I have to get this video done, so excuse me. But so I'm gonna shrink that down and put that in here because I thought that would be an interesting thing to add. I don't know. I don't know what else I'm gonna do, but that's my thinking on pages at the beginning of the book. You know, basically a short story, a photocopy of my birth certificate or whatever that kind of nonsense is, and then I would start, and then, like I said, I have these baby photos. Well, I don't remember what they're for. I was not even a year old, and this one's my first birthday. I know that because there's another photo like this that has a 1-year-old birthday on it, and it does say March of 1973, which would have made me a year old. So I do have some clues. But short of writing first birthday on here, it's wow, blank. And so my thinking is because I have to overcomplicate absolutely everything that I set out to do, was to go through, let's see if I set this nicely under my TV, go through my paper, 12 by 12 paper stacks, and pick out the generic, is that the word? You know, the papers like this, okay, that I can't use in my fauxbonichi because I don't in general, I don't line my pages in my fauxbonichi because it gets monstrously thick. I don't think these journals will do that, simply because there's just not, first of all, there's not as much to go in it, and I won't layer a whole bunch of stuff. And in general, I don't want to do this on pages that I have a story to write. So it's not like I would cover this page, put the photo down, and then write a story under it, because now you've got a whole bunch of layers, and that's not the point. But for these pages that I have just photos on, which, by the way, look, they don't even fit. I can't even get 2 photos on it. So I have to do them this way, which is okay with me. I went back and forth going, well, then I need a different journal. No, I own it. I'm using it. They fit with the rest of my journals. I am not doing that. And besides, I have a Moleskine that's the big the extra large Moleskine, which I think is probably the largest journal you can get, short of making a 3-ring binder type journal, and they still didn't fit, well on that page. So it doesn't matter, and I'm not doing that, because you ever tried to store those ginormous things? These all fit in a nice container, and yeah. Anyway, so I'll be doing a lot of them that are like this. So the page will actually go something like this. So I guess I'm talking to you to talk this through. I talked to our Bygone Stories group, and they were like, line it and that kind of stuff. But I thought I'd throw it out to you guys, because I know not everybody's a member of that group. So, although you're welcome to join. Links down below. So, okay, anyways, so that's the, oh my gosh, I gotta start. And y'all have been there. If you've opened a brand spanking new journal, every single person has gone, oh crap, now what? So you see where I'm stuck, right? So I went through a lot of my papers. I don't have a lot anymore. I got rid of a ton, and this is not an excuse to buy more. The whole point of why I'm thinking of doing this is that I will use up papers that I can't use in my fauxbonichi, because they just, for some reason or another, won't work. Like I like 12 by 12 papers that I can cut the patterns out of. There's nothing to cut here. So I can't write over the top. Well, I could, but mentally I can't write over the top of this. So for me, this would be a great one to just put as something behind the photos. See what I mean? And then it wouldn't be such a stark white blank page. I don't want to use stuff like this. I just personally don't like it. Plus, things don't adhere well to these, so I don't know how that would last over the years. But I love this because it's very subtle, and I think it would work really well. So anyways, I went through and picked out. This is just a small selection of what I've got, all right? So there's like very neutral patterns, that kind of stuff. It goes, it's like this. I don't think the other side, yeah, the other sides are really busy. See, these sides I could use in my fauxbonichi because I can cut all this out. I have duplicates of all of this, so I don't care if I use them up. So what I did is I went through my papers and tried to find papers that talked to me that I thought went good with the photos. And so this is what I came up with. And so you can kind of, I'm just babbling with you guys because y'all are my sounding board, and you're seeing my lack of confidence on this. And in fairness, my husband hasn't gotten any further either. He's got them all saved on the sheet of paper to print out and all this, and he's having the first, so I have to get started so he will start, because that's how we roll. Anyways, so I went through my papers and I tried to find ones that I haven't cut this yet. You have to cut it. Don't fold. If you're gonna cover an entire sheet, don't fold your paper. Cut it and leave a gap of at least a ½ an inch or more down the middle, because by the time you get to the back of this book, you won't be able to close the book because you'll have stuffed so much into the spine of it. So leave a gap down the center of it. So I haven't cut these yet. But so I went through my papers, and so I guess kind of what I'm here for is to have you guys say, that looks like crap, don't do it, warning, or yeah, not so bad. Now, boy, I hope my color in the video is not as bad as it is on this cheap monitor, because this is not blue, it's green. Wow, my color is really bad. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about it. Not gonna worry about it. Also, I guess I wanted to share this so that if you're getting stuck to, you're not alone. But anyway, so I'll cut it in half and put it into the journal, something like that. Okay, and trim it out and that kind of stuff. And like I said, I don't have a story for this. I don't know if this was a special occasion. All I know is it was September of 72. That would have made me 6 months old. Maybe that was a milestone. I don't know. I was sitting up. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But so, and there's a lot of these. There's no story. I'm not going to write, and this is Felicia, because the whole book is about me. So that's kind of a duh factor. So I found this pretty flower print that I thought would work behind it. It goes with the pink of the photos, which if the color's on, you'll be able to tell. If the color's off, I really am sorry, but I'm not going to stop it to figure it out. Next video. Yes. I don't even know. I don't know how to work my TV. I gave my good monitor to my son because I'm dumb like that. And it doesn't have, this one doesn't have a white balance. I don't know. I don't know. Anyways, 3 seconds out of your life you'll never get back. So that's my thinking. So I have these 4 pictures. I had one extra, and this actually helped me because I don't need all of these photos. They are all of the same shot, essentially. So this will help me also pare down the bazillion of photos that I have, because if I don't have a story, it doesn't really matter if I have 1,000 of them. So I went through and picked out the ones I like. I think that's a terrible picture. Not a cute baby face. So now that's a cute baby face. Come on! See, I was cute. So I picked out these 8 instead. So this one's gonna go in the, we don't need it anymore pile. So that was great. That helped narrow things down too. Because at some point we have 6 billion photos, and wow, seriously. So I found I have matching paper, so I'm thinking about doing something like this. I don't have a story, so they'll basically be glued down just like this. So that's my thinking on those. And then I have, let's move this. Okay, so then I have just miscellaneous random photos that have no story, no date. I think this one has a date, and I think these two go together. So I'll be able to put a little bit of information on these, but I thought maybe with the pattern in the back, I'll do up a printed label of what it says. I don't know what that says, but it says my name and the date. I was a month and some weeks old there. How cute am I? But I figured that I could put in somewhere, I don't know how they're going to be arranged, what I do know, what information I do know about it. Obviously it won't be much. I can put it right across the bottom of the photo, and then then it's not such a blank page. What do you guys think? I need feedback. Let me know. So I have this one with a nice, this was hard to match, these colors. Wow. It looks really purpley pink on the computer, but this is more of a gray, and it's a neutral I thought would go well with these photos. I suspect, even though this one is not this one, that they all went together, so it was bath time. There is a date on here for September, so I do think that they're probably the same as these, but again, there's no story, so I don't know. Anyway, so my plan is, I probably should, look, cute baby butt. I don't understand, it's 8:45. I don't understand YouTube's new whatever the hell it is, but this is for adults only, and I don't get it, that new child thing, but I can't imagine children are watching this. If you are, what are you doing? Go play a video game. My goodness. Anyway, so I have, the problem is I don't want to get rid of any of these shots, so my thought is that I would put it something like this and have a flippy, and that way they're all on one page. So, and then they have a little bit of background in the back, but nothing that really distracts from the photos. And then I had these two random shots. They are not going into the holiday because I have other baby shots that are going into my holiday section. So I wanted them to go in this baby section, and they're Christmas, so, but I don't want to put Christmas paper here. So I cut apart a piece of paper, and I thought I'd do just kind of a strip of decoration. And again, there's no information. This one's December. This gave me it's Christmas. Well, the tree gave that away. But I don't have a story for this one either. So I figured I would just put you know, the date that the photo was taken, and then that's that. So what do you guys think? How do you guys deal that are doing this with that blank, I don't have a story, but I want the photo to go into the book here thing? I mean, I obviously could, you know, put die cuts around it and all that kind of stuff, but that's layers upon layers upon layers, and I don't want to do that. I don't really want to get to the point where I'm like digging through my stash to find matching stickers and that kind of stuff, because I use that stuff in my fauxbonichi, and I really don't see a need to go that decorative on it. I plan on using washi. I'll take a picture of my washi wall of wonder on pages where, let's say I do have a story about this, so I could put this down with maybe some strips of colored washi, and then I'll write my story below it or onto the next page, and maybe, you know, a couple of colors, because I am a crafter, scrapbooker, memory keeper, journaler person, and I do have a small scrap store worth of stuff to use, so that, but I'm trying to keep it so that it's not overdone, you know what I mean? But so how about you guys? I was gonna kind of show doing this stuff, but I don't know if you guys really care about that. Let me know, and I can always do the next section or whatever about it. I will be posting a lot of photos and that kind of stuff to the Bygone Stories Facebook group, and some photos to my Facebook page, Mouse Potato Designs Facebook page, so you will be able to see some photos there. I doubt I'll be posting any of this to Instagram. I don't think anybody on Instagram's interested in this kind of thing. They're looking for ideas on how to journal. This is not going to be that. But what are you doing for your Bygone Stories books? I know a lot of you have been doing this for years. Gosh, I'm jealous. Could you tell me what you do, what system you use, what tricks you use to fill up the page on stories that aren't there? Yeah, I'm going to go and enact the sticky stuff and make this happen so that my husband has no excuse not to print and glue too. All right, you guys, thanks for listening to my rambles. I hope you're getting your Bygone stories put down on paper. If you have any questions or comments, as always, leave them down below. Catch me on Facebook, Instagram, all that info is down below also. Yeah, write it down before it's gone forever. It will be before you know it. Talk to you guys in the next one. Don't know when that's going to be. Again, let me know if you want to see the glue and paste. It will mostly be me yammering. Talk to you later. Bye!